Hey everybody, how's it going? Tarek here and welcome to a Q&A. I haven't done one of these in a while, as in like a Q&A rather than that show I used to do, Ask Me Anything, which I tried to bring back, but I just didn't feel it. It just didn't happen. So that's probably like one of those series that just like sort of stops, but I've had a lot of those in the past. But Q&As are just an ongoing thing. They can never end. You can always ask questions and I'll always answer them because I've... Why wouldn't I answer them, you know? So I went on Twitter and I said, yo, if you want to ask a question, here's a link to my Tumblr ask little thingy and feel free to ask a question, I'll answer for a Q&A. I said it in a much more condensed version of that though, because that's a lot in a sentence. So I'm on here now and I'm just scrolling through, looking for questions that are warranted, that warrant an answer, you know, because a lot of the times they're really fucking stupid. So like one, is Isaac's mum's like hot? No. That's not a question. I mean, that's a question, sure, but it's not a question related to me because you don't ever see Isaac's mom apart from the intro and she's not even, it's a drawing, you know, it's not even worth like considering if it's attractive or not because it's just literally an outline and she's a crazy bitch. But anyway, shut up phone. So, the first question I see. Why do you love ducks so much? Now this is something that comes up a lot, and it's just like why people like any animal that they like so much. But with ducks, I think the thing I like about them the most is that their quacks are so ridiculously cute, and they make me smile. Like in our house that we have in the Midlands, at the back of the house is a canal that goes around the town that we live in, and there are always ducks right there. So if I open the window, you can see them and you can listen to them and they start macking and like, because that's the noise they make. They don't go quack, they go mack, mack, mack. Like it's a mutt, it's not a quack, quack, quack. And it's just so, it's relaxing to listen to it. I've always loved ducks and I love the way they look and I don't know, it's just that they're really nice animal to watch do its thing in some water somewhere. Anyway. How did you meet Gassy and Diction? I met Diction before I met Gassy. Actually, no, I met Gassy first, on Creature Talk. Like a long time ago when I was a caller, and then I met him again when I was a guest, and then I met him from Diction, who I met from, I don't know how actually I met Diction. Me and Diction sort of started talking. It was my birthday and I did a drunk stream and I was playing Minecraft and I got him to join me, I think. But I knew him from March Madness, which my friend Munch was on, and I knew him from that and his video with he ate like a pie or something on it and then did hot sauce or some shit, I don't know. That's how I knew of Diction and I eventually met him by that way. But yeah, I guess that answers that question. What is your favorite part about being a YouTuber? I guess one could say that like the stuff that I do is creative, so that creative aspect of work is most favorable in my position. Like I love creativity. I love to create something and see it flourish. But then what I do really isn't creative. All I do is play video games, so that you can argue that. But when I do like a special video, like it, I said doo-doo. When I do a special video, like a trailer dub, I love seeing the responses that I get. Most of the time they're positive, sometimes they're negative. I do like negative comments just as much as I like positive comments though as well, because it's fun to see what people don't like just as what they do, just as much as people like, you know, if that makes any sense, but whatever. But yeah, apart from that, playing games every day, you know. Why did you decide to start making videos on YouTube? I thought it'd be a cool hobby at first, and I think after I met Kevin from meeting Munch, and I started doing Survival Island, when I was actually getting like hundreds and hundreds of comments and thousands of likes and thousands of views, I was just like, hey, this is like, this isn't just a hobby, like this is serious, like people are watching me because they enjoy my personality. Yeah, it just sort of, I just carried on with it. I was like, let's ride this train and see how long it lasts, and it's lasted almost 3 years. It's actually 3 years this winter that I've been making YouTube videos, which is a long time. I didn't expect to be 3 years out of university doing YouTube, you know, but yeah. Do you like traveling? If so, what place do you still want to travel to? I've traveled a lot in my time. I'm very lucky to have been brought up into a family that has been able to go to many different countries. I've been to China, I've been to Singapore, I've been to the Maldives, I've been to Australia, I've been to France, I've been to Barcelona, I've been to Greece, I've been to America, I've been to Canada, I've been to a lot of fucking places, Middle East, Dubai, and I think one place that I'd love to see, as strange as it is, I'd love to go to the Easter Islands. I would love to go to the Easter Islands and just have a silent walk, and I couldn't imagine anything more eerie than to do that, because it's just a bizarre thing for me. Whenever I see pictures of it, it just makes me tingle, because it's such a strange layout, landscape of seeing all these. A lot of people actually think that they're faces, but they're actually full statues that go deep beneath the ground of people. You know, there's faces that stick out, but there's also a body underneath all that. It's amazing. But apart from that, I guess I would love to go to Pripyat and see Chernobyl for myself. Like, that's another fantasy, I guess. If that could be fulfilled, that would be amazing. I couldn't think of anything cooler than to go to a nuclear hotspot, you know? But yeah. Let's see. What else have we got here? What is your favorite game to play? Hands down, Binding of Isaac right now. I couldn't think of anything more enjoyable than to play Binding of Isaac. It's one of those games for me that is like, even though I hate it sometimes, I can always go back to it and just like, every run I do is it's such a feel-good thing when you complete a run and when you do well. And a lot of people like, how can you have so many hours into a game? Dude, I know like, I put so many hours into other games that you wouldn't even believe, like thousands of hours into some MMOs. So 132 hours, 135 hours, whatever it is, in Binding of Isaac. Like, that's nothing compared to the amount of times that amount of hours I put into MMOs. Who is your favorite YouTuber that you watch now or used to watch? I actually used to watch a lot of Wheezy Wader when I like back in the day, and I used to watch Shay Carl too. When I wasn't really sure of what YouTube was, and I just kind of like got annoyed with the whole vlogging thing. Wheezy Wader is cool. He's fun with his videos, but like Shay Carl is just like, I'm filming what I'm doing. That's like, it's strange to me. The Family is a TV show. It's kind of awkward. But I guess now I watch a lot of animators. I watch a lot of instruction videos, tutorial videos, and anything that I can get my hands on that gives me information that I didn't actually know before. Anything that I can learn from. Like, I'm trying to learn Japanese at the moment, and there's a lot of helpful videos on there that help teach you the basics. I've set myself a goal of by the end of the summer being able to speak and understand at a basic level of Japanese, and there is a lot of videos on YouTube, as well as the book that I've got, which is Japanese from complete beginner to intermediate level in 14 easy to digest units. It's an Oxford take-off-in book, and it's very helpful, along with the videos, which are also very helpful. So there's lots of instructional videos on YouTube that I watch. I try and take as much from it as I can as I put into it for entertainment. Okay, moving on. Okay. What are your hopes for E3? My hopes for E3. I'm hoping that Final Fantasy 14, I forget the fucking whatever it's called, is gonna be successful. I know that they're showcasing that, and I think I'm unclear as to what they said at E3. Sorry, PAX East, but they're either showcasing the new Final Fantasy MMO or a new single player. If it's the new MMO, which I'm pretty sure it is because they're still working on it, and it's up for release in August. Which, actually, now saying that, it means if it's released in August, then why would they show it at E3? I thought E3's like to bring up hype. I don't know, whatever they're showing, I'm looking forward to it because it's Square Enix, and Final Fantasy is just like one of my favorite things to look forward to. I couldn't give a shit about the new consoles, to be honest. I'm not going to be buying one. I've changed my mind completely. I refuse to buy one. It's just, to me, it just didn't seem worth it when I'll just upgrade my PC, to be honest. Unless there's a game that I really, really, really want and it's only exclusive on the console, then I'll probably have to pay a lot of money just to get a console so I can buy the game. But then I said that I was never going to buy a PS3 and I got one. And I said I never was going to buy a 360 and I got one. So chances are a couple of years from now I'll probably get a PS4 and an Xbox One. Hopefully not though. Hopefully I can stay true to what I fucking say. Let's have a look. Why haven't you done any solo music since you released those few tracks on iTunes? Not inspired, or you want to devote anything to the band, or what? Okay, so my music channel's on YouTube. When I made those, I had just finished university, and I kind of wanted, like, I guess, to publicize the work that I did at university so people could listen to them themselves and give their own opinion, and they was received quite well considering the level of skill I had musically and production wise, I guess, of my own. I would probably make them a lot more elaborate and more intricate and far more advanced than I did back then, but I think that was pretty much it. Like, I wanted people to hear what I had done, and I didn't really have any plans on making anything else. Now, I would love to write music. It's been a few years since I've written anything, composed anything, like, properly for myself. But I have a job that I have to put 100% into. And if I'm not putting 100% into that, then chances are I may not be able to continue doing this job, and I would very much like to do that. So, until I can be at a stage where I'm comfortable enough to say, like, I can take off about a week or so's time from uploading and recording, then unfortunately I won't be able to write anything. And musically, the only motivation I have right now for music is my band, that I want nothing more than to succeed, because we've all put a lot of effort into it, we've all put a lot of money into it, and although there's nothing out there right now, we're in the stages where we're recording a demo for people to listen to at clubs and venues and potentially labels, so that they can get an idea of what we're capable of, and then hopefully have people see us live to see the actual experience themselves. So that's something that we're working on right now, and a lot of my focus is on that, as well as 100% on my YouTube channel. So that's why I'm not really writing much anymore. Eventually I will get back into it, and on the offset, like, I have a SoundCloud where I upload covers of stuff that I do, and I'll if I'm really into a song, I'll probably do a cover of it, and I probably won't finish it, which is kind of something else I do. But yeah, there are many ways. If you follow my Twitter is the best way of finding out information of what I'm up to with music, and I tweet a lot. So okay, let's have a look. Will the weird enjoy the vid food intro come back someday? No, that was a new intro. I think that was my first ever intro that I did that wasn't just me talking, saying, hey, let's start this video. I guess it was strange, and it probably won't ever come back. I really do like my intro. A lot of people said that they don't like it and they get sick and tired of it, but I love it. I think it's funny. A lot of people enjoy it too. It makes them smile still. I see a lot of those comments every now and then. And I have no reason to change something that people like, you know. So if it doesn't need changing, there's no point changing it. But yeah. Are you ever gonna do that Logitech G27 wheel review? Yes, I've not got around to it yet. It is on my list of things to do. But I will get around to that as soon as I can. I've had a lot of things to do lately, and I've actually put it aside for the past couple of days because I haven't been playing racing games because of focusing on other games, and my sleeping schedule's fucked. So I have to focus on my YouTube channel, and rather than playing games for fun, which can sometimes be a big deal. Okay. Are you gonna upload and stream the Last of Us playthrough? Now, what I might do with this, I might upload it and stream it at the same time. I'm not sure. I did this with Metro Last Light, and unfortunately I haven't been able to get back to that because my save is kind of fucked. It's put me up a bit forward, and I need to figure out if I can load a checkpoint back. I'm pretty sure I can, but I haven't touched that game since I started streaming it. And what I might do is just carry on the way I started with that, do a session of streaming Metro Last Light, excuse me, upload it, and then that's it. But I might do the same with Last of Us. I'm not sure. We'll have to wait and see. Yeah, I guess I'll let you know when I figure out what I want to do. Are you single? Yes. If you had the option to change the world's population into ducks, would you? I'm pretty sure that I would, dude. I probably think that we'd have a much better time and everyone would get along a lot better. What does it mean when I start having dreams which you have in them? Wait, what does it mean when I start having dreams which have you in them? And who are the best 3 YouTubers that you have met? I don't know what that means. It probably means that you've been watching too many of my videos and you need to like stop watching my videos for a bit. I'm not sure. But who are the best 3 YouTubers that I've met? I guess Adam. He's one. What else have I met? I haven't met that many. Like my friends, but I don't consider that like they're YouTubers, but I don't consider them the people that like I don't know, that are like YouTube. My friends really I don't really class them as YouTubers. They're more of like I guess, I don't know, colleagues, but they're not really colleagues at all. It's weird. I don't know. Adam is probably the only person that I would consider like the most dedicated and consistent YouTuber that I found, gaming wise. Okay, moving on. You usually record with American YouTubers. Is it not difficult for you with the time zones and the connection? I've got a really good, decent internet connection, and I just make do with having 150 or 200 ping. And a lot of people don't even notice, but I do well with that. Time zones, it kind of fucks me up. Especially if I've got like IRL stuff that I need to do. It's something that I just like swallow and muster up, you know. I've got to get it done. But a lot of the time lately I've been doing my own thing. I've been doing recordings with myself or recordings during the day and with friends and stuff. So I don't know, I'm heading in a different route with my channel where I'm trying different things. The thing is, you gotta understand, like if people, like if we're all doing the same thing, say me, Max, Diction, and Chilled, we all record a game and we all upload it at the same time. If you think of it this way, who's gonna suffer? The person that has the least subs, and unfortunately that's me. Because anyone, like, you can go and watch those videos anywhere on any of those 4 channels, and most of the people are going to go and stick to the people with the most subs. Like, they're not going to come to mine. So whenever I do multiplayer stuff with them, it suffers view-wise, and views are important. It's how I put food on the table, you know, it's how I pay the bills. So of course I'm going to be concerned about views, and if I'm constantly uploading stuff that's not even breaking like 2,000 views, then I'm gonna have to like change things. So that's what I've been doing lately. I've been trying to do things my own way that aren't necessarily all multiplayer stuff, and a lot of people have been asking me to put the multiplayer stuff back, but I'm trying something new. So bear with me. I apologize for changing things, and I have to like do this. This is something I have to try. But yeah, okay. I love you. Your videos make me laugh so much. I literally want to touch your tip and kiss your eyes. Most days when you say that you're about to stream and make a video upload, the day instantly becomes the highlight of my day. Thank you, James. Question, is it duck? Thank you, James. Question, is it a duck or a chicken? It's a duck. And thank you, Anonymous, whoever you were. That's a very nice comment. If the world was about to end and you were given 2 choices, 1, being able to save the world but having to die, or 2, letting the world end, but you and a girl of your choice are the only one that will survive, and being promised to be known as a god, and everyone will worship you and do it. I would do number 1. I don't even need to finish that, but I would do number 1. I don't think I could do number 2 at all. Number 2. Yeah, I would probably do number 1 and sacrifice myself for the human race, I guess. That's a very noble thing. I think it's better to be recognized as someone like that over someone that in several hundred years later may not even be recognized as a person or an actual fact. Okay. When talking with your friends who are also YouTube commentators, how often in what situations do you call them by their real names? or their handles. I know in videos and streams you tend towards using their handles, but what about when you're just talking to them outside of videos and streams? Diction, I always call Diction. Chilled, I always call Chilled. Renee, I called Renee because that's her name. And Max, I call him Max or Gassy. I call C9 as Adam. I call Mark Juice. I call Girl on Duty Mel. I call Kevin Kevin. You know, it depends. It's at school. I had this thing where everyone would call each other by their surname, so or their nickname, and only a few people got their names, which were the first names which were used. I guess it's quite similar to that. There's only a few people that actually call by their real names. Excuse me. And a lot of the people actually use their actual handles for. What are your top 5 favorite animes? Oh god. Right now it would be Attack on Titan, and then Trigun, Neon Genesis Evangelion, Cowboy Bebop, and fuck, Gurren Lagann. Yeah, those are my top 5s. Who are your favorite voice actors? Ooh, favorite voice actors. Spike Spencer. David, David David, what's his name? The guy who voices Snake. David I think it's David A or something. Dude, I don't know many voice actors. I guess the guy who voices Kaneda in Akira. And I can't really think of any other names because I don't really know that many names for things. Well, actors, voice actors and stuff. Do you have any tips on how to be more confident? I have trouble talking to people and I don't know. I have trouble talking to people I don't know, and you seem to be fine with meeting new people. Confidence is a strange one. I normally ignore the fact that I'm shy or nervous, and in doing so I make some stupid comments or say something stupid, or I don't know, laugh at a stupid joke and make myself feel very awkward, and everyone's quiet and I normally look stupid. But I don't know, confidence, oh god, I'm talking too much and not breathing enough. Confidence is a strange one because I don't have it naturally. I'm very awkward and shy in person, but on the internet you don't really have to worry about looking someone in the face, so it's very easy to talk to people. I could host a Skype call now and get random people, fans in, and I would have an easy time talking to every single one of you. But if I had a room and I had to get every single one of you into that room one at a time to have a one-on-one 5-minute conversation, it would be very awkward for me. I'm not sure, I wish I could help you, but I guess putting those feelings aside of being scared and shy, and then replacing them with something that you're faking, but then that's becoming someone who's fake. But I don't know. I don't know how to answer that truthfully, to be honest. What TV show and film series do you think gave you the most feels? Game of Thrones. Game of Thrones, especially after yesterday's, well, I say Sunday's episode. Game of Thrones. Oh my god, Game of Thrones. Oh god. Anyway, do you get nervous over little things? And if so, what do you do to treat it? I only ask because I'm having my first tattoo soon and the nerves are starting to creep in. That's very interesting. I'm going to be getting my first tattoo soon, and I can't think of anything more nerve-wracking than having to go to the tattoo parlor and sit there with my sleeve up, with my arm sticking out, ready to get my tattoo. What I do with nerves is that well, the only times that I get nerves are if I'm performing, or if I'm doing something in front of people, like if I'm singing or playing bass or playing in a band in front of people, I'm gonna get nervous beforehand. But the thing is, as soon as I start playing, I start to enjoy it, and those nerves are quickly replaced with the adrenaline, and then they become enjoyment, and I completely forget that I'm nervous. So, for you who are gonna get a tattoo, I'm not sure how I can help you with that. I guess focus on something else, trying to breathe, keeping a constant flow of breathing, and maybe doing something with your fingers. I know that you're gonna probably, like, your heartbeat's gonna go, and you're gonna think of, like, try to keep your mind set on something else, you know, think of something else. That's what I do. I'm kind of anxious. I get kind of strange in crowds, and when I start to panic in my head, I start to take a deep breath, just breathe slowly, and then I'll think of something else, and I'll try and think of something that's just very calm like a beach or just a field or something that's really relaxing, that's not a hustle and bustle of, say, a busy crowd, you know, and it completely takes my mind away from what I am, where I am, sorry, and then I forget what I was initially worried about, and then I'm able to carry on as if nothing happened. So I hope that helps. I'm gonna check one last time, and we don't have any other questions. So thank you for this Q&A, guys. I hope you enjoyed this little session with you, and make sure that you follow all my links in the description below. I've got my Facebook, my Twitter. Don't forget to subscribe, and don't forget to follow and subscribe to my Twitch. And I guess I'll see you guys on the next Q&A, which will be a while from now. But thanks, as always. I'll see you guys later. Get the fuck out of here and get on my level.